Tell me next some shut-in people. If you can figure out some kind of way to get to them. This right here is,
We're going
this is
live.
gonna get bad if we don't do it. And here we don't have a lot of agencies. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Keep me sharp.
Trying to get bigger.
I call the meeting to order. We welcome all visitors and guests. Thanks for coming in. Candace, we do have a form present. Pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Billy, all right?
He's here.
Get approval of the October 6th, 25 minutes.
Make a motion.
Got a motion?
Second.
Got a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Approval of November 3rd board agenda.
Make a motion.
Got a motion?
Second.
Got a second? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. Teacher attendance recognition.
All right, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, James County Public Schools continues to honor the school with the lowest average number of teacher absences each quarter. This first quarter, teachers at Pollocksville Elementary had the highest attendance rate during the first quarter. This time we'd like to present our traveling trophy to Principal Kelly Coward Kirshner and Ms. Denisha Coleman, two of our representatives from Pollocksville. Congratulations, ladies. Congratulations.
You want to take a picture?
Oh,
Yeah.
Michael's got his camera ready.
It's a big deal.
I believe Miss Coleman was just recognized on the news or something too.
She was.
Yeah.
Teacher of the week, yeah.
Teacher of the week. Miss Coleman, congratulations on Teacher of the Week.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations.
Absolutely.
Hey, we're not surprised. We're not.
All right, we go into our discussion items. Fall PLS update, first reading.
Any questions from the board regarding the first reading of football?
Mr. Lawson, any questions?
No, no, sir.
Mr. Griffin?
No.
Yeah?
No.
Ms. Bird? Anything we need to be made aware of?
No, sir.
Department update.
Board members, I've shared with you the department updates. Each of our departments have been working very, very hard, as you can see in each of the department updates. I do want to call upon the technology department. Sometimes it gets hidden behind the scenes, but with the transition to Infinite Campus and the new state required data processing system, Victor, Kevin, and Jeffrey have worked really, really hard behind the scenes, transitioning multiple platforms for our students and our staff. So if you see them, please just let them know thank you.
Mr. Lawson, any questions?
No, sir.
Mr. Griffin?
No.
Mr. Bill?
No, sir.
Ms. Bird?
No, sir.
Superintendent update. Sure.
First quarter is now over. It's been over since the middle of October. I'm very, very excited for each of our schools and the high expectations they have for our students. The consistency among our staff at each of our school sites is going to show dividends. You can feel it in each of our schools and our classrooms, and I'm very, very proud of our students and staff as we completed the first quarter. Miss Emma Andrews has been named the NCDPI Office of Exceptional Children Educator of Excellence. She will be honored in Raleigh the middle of this month. Miss Emma gives her heart and soul to our students, just like many of our other staff do. But again, if you see Miss Emma, please congratulate her. Secondly, in regard to high expectations and rapport with her students and the consistency in instruction, Miss Denisha Coleman was named WITN Teacher of the Week. We're fortunate to have Miss Denisha in the room, so if we could, let's give her a round of applause. We're excited because Jones County Public Schools is one of 15 districts selected in the state of North Carolina to offer free leadership training to our principals and to our lead teachers from each school site. This came from the North Carolina Superintendents Association. It's a total of about $16,000. So we're very, very thankful for that. Jones Senior High School Volleyball had a historic season, second round of the playoffs. And last but not least, the state tennis tournament. To congratulate Ms. Carson Combs for representing Jones County Public Schools. Again, it's that consistent hard work and high expectations for our kids. Looking ahead, Veterans Day will be here next Tuesday, and our school system will be off, students and staff. This evening at Trenton Elementary at 6 p.m., there's a Veterans Day assembly put on by the students for our families, and Ms. Higgins is very excited about that. In working with the Daughters of American Revolution and Patriots Chess, they will be presenting the history of the American Revolution in honor of America 250 to our fourth grade students at each school site, November 18th and November 19th. Thanksgiving break for students is November 26th through 28th. That'll be here very, very quickly. It's right around the corner. Something else that we're excited to present is we partner with the Jones County Lions Club to provide free vision screenings to students in kindergarten through third grade. This is something that they've had to work with us in order to get the vehicle at each school site. So I'm very appreciative of the Jones County Lions Club.
Ms. Bird, any questions?
Thank you.
Yes.
It's all very positive, the vision thing. Thank you. The whole thing, but thank you.
Okay. All right, we move to our action item A, audit report. Mr. Carson.
Good evening, board members. Hope you're doing well. Each of you should have a draft copy of the June 30th, 2025 audited financial statements. Please keep in mind, and Mr. Raby has let you know about this, that these will remain in draft form until the OMB releases their final compliance supplements, which is the government shutdown right now. We just don't know when that's going to be. It's never been this late before, but unfortunately we can't issue the audits until that happens. So it'll be in draft form until that allows us to issue it and then submit that to the LGC for approval. The financial statements cover two main areas that we audit and we're required to issue reports on. First is the financial section, which is the first 57 pages of the audit report, followed by the compliance section, which starts on page 58. And there's just a couple pages of financial information that I plan to go over with you all this evening. And no need to turn there, but on pages 1 through 3 of the report is the audit opinion letter that we issued on the financial section of the audit. We are happy to report that it is once again a clean, unmodified opinion, which means that we feel the financial information provided in the report is reliable and free of any material misstatement. The first page I would ask you to turn to would be page 13, and we'll look at exhibits 3 And while we're looking at exhibits 3 and 4 are essentially the balance sheet and income statement for all of your governmental funds. These schedules show the fund activities and fund balances on a fund by fund basis. In the first column on page 13, the next to last number that you see, the general fund balance as of June 30th, 2025 is $977,634, which was an increase of about $42,000 over the amount reported in the prior year. It's definitely good to see that y'all done a great job at maintaining and even adding a little bit to fund balance, even though y'all did budget to spend $441,000 of fund balance for 24-25. That was ultimately not needed. And this is especially good in the wake of the COVID money expiring this year. We've definitely seen a lot of districts go the opposite direction and spend that down. So that is very good. And we definitely encourage the district to continue to operate without using fund balance as much as possible. As we've emphasized for the last several years, we do think it is important for the district to have extra fund balance and cash reserves on hand, especially with the COVID money now having fully expired. And then just looking at the other funds, the State Public School Fund had an ending fund balance of $93,726, which that's entirely due to the inventories on hand. And then Fund 8 had an ending fund balance of $957,075. Capital outlay had an ending fund balance of $2,817,710, and individual schools ended with a fund balance of $226,311. But overall, these funds appear to be in sound financial condition as of June 30th, 2025. Are there any questions before I move on? Okay. And the next page I'd like you to look at will be page 57. And we'll look at the school food service fund. And similar to what we just looked at, this the schedule shows the revenues and expenses and change in net position or fund balance for the school food service fund. The program reported a profit of $1,311. In the previous year, the district reported a loss of about $17,000. So that is a year-over-year improvement of $18,000. Cash balances in the program were $364,000 at year end, which was an increase of $9,000 for the year. So overall, the program appears to be in sound financial condition as of June 30th, 2025. And we definitely encourage the district to continue to keep taking steps to ensure that the school food service program at least breaks even each year. Are there any questions on that? Okay. In the compliance section, which starts on page 58, and page 58 is the first of 3 letters that we issued related to our compliance testing over the board's internal controls and expenditures of state and federal grant awards. We're required each year to perform compliance audits on the state and federal grants received by the district. We're required to test a significant amount of payroll and journal disbursement transactions, as well as testing other various grant-specific requirements. We are happy to report, once again, that all 3 of these letters are also clean, unmodified reports, which means there were no internal control weaknesses, findings, question calls reflected in any of these letters. And basically, these letters let you know that we did not note any improper use of grant funds, and we feel that the district's finances appear to have been expended properly and in accordance with budgets approved by the Board of Education. We also had issued a separate 3-page letter that details specific audit items we're required to communicate to the board about. That letter just basically has boilerplate language. It discusses that there were no difficulties or disagreements encountered in dealing with management during the audit. There were no uncorrected misstatements noted, and there were no reportable issues noted during the audit. Overall, we felt the audit went very smoothly again this year. The board appears to be in sound financial condition as of year end. Financially, the district appears to be very well managed, and the finances are very transparent. Ms. Raby and her staff do an outstanding job of maintaining accurate books and records and working to maximize the state and federal funding available to the district. And one thing I do want to point out, because I do think, that would be remiss if I didn't, clean audits are not easy to come by. They don't just happen by chance. There are several districts across the state facing significant challenges, whether it's compliance, financial related issues, or a combination of both. North Carolina School Board finance is incredibly difficult and it's complicated. It's constantly changing and things are being thrown at finance and other departments as well. And therefore, having a clean audit is truly a testament of all the hard work of not only finance, but as well as other district staff and the leadership of the district. So we did want to point that out. And also, of course, the burden does for getting the audit done does fall primarily on finance. So we really do appreciate all their hard work and helping us to get the audit done and get it done so quickly and smoothly. Are there any questions for me before we wrap up? Well, we do appreciate you all allowing our firm to work with you this year, and we look forward to working with you all again next year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you, Mr. Parsons.
Good job.
Woo-wee.
Do we need to approve this or wait since it's still in draft?
I don't think you need to go to approve it right now.
It's just up on action item. Do we need to table it? Since it's up
Do you
on the action.
typically get one that's not watermarked as draft before you
Yeah.
approve it?
This is the first time.
So yeah, I think you can probably, I don't think you need to table it. I think you just don't take any action right now. You just wait till you have the final version.
Thank you, man.
All right, action item B, approve with class size waiver.
Good evening, board. I'm here to request approval of a class size waiver that we'd like to submit on behalf of Comfort Elementary for first grade. The state has K-3 mandates for each of those grade levels, and first grade at Comfort is currently 2 over the max. The max is 19, they're sitting at 21. And so to alleviate that, we would like to request a waiver to the state so that we can keep those kids in that classroom and continue being taught by that teacher. So I'm asking for your approval of submitting this waiver on behalf of Comfort.
I'll make a motion to approve the waiver.
I'll second that.
Got a motion and second. Any further discussion?
Hold on just a second. Walk the numbers again, please, ma'am.
The max number for the individual class size in first grade is 19, and right now there's 21.
How long,
And we're by law, we cannot submit a waiver if they're more than 2 over, so we're like right there, so.
how long have we been 21? The whole quarter?
Sir,
How long have we been 20? At
pretty
20?
much,
The whole quarter?
yes, sir.
That was first grade, Miss Susan?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Do you contribute some of that to the shift of some of the PC?
Yes.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Yeah,
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you.
that's right.
Action item C, summer 25 PLS update, second reading and approval.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, this is, again, this is the second reading. The one policy change in here of the most importance is the cell phone policy, which is 4318. And you have a choice of option A or option B. Option A is currently what we are operating under. That prohibits students from using or displaying their devices or having them turned on during instructional time. And option B would be prohibit students to have a device during the duration of the school day from bell to bell.
Or stay like we are. They need some communication.
Ma'am?
They need communication. The parents need to be able to know their kids are okay, as long as they're not using them.
So you're talking at option A.
I'll make a motion we adopt option A.
I'll say,
I got a quick question. What's y'all's input on that? I mean,
My recommendation would be option A. 10 out of 14 districts in southeast North Carolina are on option A or going to option A.
okay. You feel like we're okay? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead, Shimon, I'm sorry.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
You put that in your notes last week.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Did you hear the motion?
I
Do
did.
we need to make this a motion
So what
updating the PLS with option A, because it's more than one policy.
I would, you could say with option A, or as recommended by the superintendent, so the policy updates as recommended by the superintendent.
That's my motion.
Well, what
And
is
I'm
it?
That's my second.
Never make it
I just kidding.
Do I need to write it down
No,
for
no,
you?
no.
We'll give it
This is
some
good.
sign language. Look over here.
Mr. Griffin made a motion.
Oh.
I'll second.
Mr. Bill, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Action item D, budget amendment number 3.
Good evening, board members. I presented for your review and for your consideration, budget amendment number 3. Budget amendment number 3 is a budget amendment that resulted in a net increase of a little over $1 million for at least 4 fundings within our budget, with the biggest of that being our federal funding. So right now, we're still waiting for a final state budget, and we're still waiting for a final federal budget, but we are getting small pots of money in for both of those funding sources. And so the majority of the funding adjustment that you see before you is a result of small allotments in the state and a few of our larger allotments for our federal funding. And then in addition to that, we did receive a small amount of funding for our capital funding, which was a result of our maintenance department being able to sell some of the older equipment on govdeals.com, and that funding being put right back into our capital budget. And then we received our final numbers for our pre-K program, so we were able to better budget what we anticipate our receipts will be for from our partnership with the North Carolina partnership for pre-K. I will answer any questions that anyone might have at this time.
Mr. Perry?
Have you noticed any, issues with the shutdown, the government shutdown that's affecting us financially at this point, or are we still okay?
Right now, we are okay because they are giving us some of the major allotments from our federal budget, but there are still some federal funds that we are still on hold. So we're making adjustments in other areas to cover those funds until we get our final federal funding.
Okay. That's all I have.
Mr. Young?
I'm good.
Mr. Griffin?
Not on this.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes, sir, thank you.
Motion.
I'll make a motion to adopt the budget amendment number 3 or whatever it is.
I second that.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Or whatever
All
it is.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you.
Motion carried.
Okay.
Action item E. SFLA Energy Management Service. Mr. Moore.
Well, Chair, board members, good to see you this afternoon. What I have before you is a contract with SFL and A. I'm pleased to say that it has not increased this year over what it was last year. This particular contract runs from January to December. So that's why I seek your approval on this, because the actual 2026 budget has been budgeted for and is in place for this right now. But because the amount of the contract and what it runs, I need your approval to put this contract back in place for January through December of 2026. If you have any questions about this, I'll be glad to answer them at this time.
Mr. Walsh, any questions?
No, sir.
Mr. Griffin? Mr. Young?
No, sir.
Mr. Perry?
I wonder what the $200 an hour is for, how qualified they are.
They do an outstanding job of running this building for us. And really, today's market, that is an exceptional price for what we It's a big thing for that.
Is that a, what we're looking at here, Tim, it looks like there's a 30-hour and a 138-hour. That's an annual?
It's a breakdown of what they do, each year. It's so many hours a day they spend looking at the school itself to make sure, things are operating as they should, light control systems, HVAC systems. That will be monitored, it range from CO2 levels to, fire. So it's all monitored class by class, room by room. And that's what this company does for us. They look at that, airflow, temperature flow, and that system out there does some marvelous stuff. It uses outside air when it's cool. It uses, geothermal. It does a lot of things that I can talk about for the next hour or two. This is the company that makes all that happen for us.
Thank you, sir.
Any motion?
Griffin, any questions? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I need a motion, to approve the FFA service,
So moved.
just one second, service described, pursuant to the contract being drawn up for lawyer, review.
That's it. Yeah. Your division.
Yeah, motion in a second, all in
You
favor?
did it.
Billy.
Billy's first, Billy's.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Public comment,
No, nobody signed up, Mr. Chairman.
all right. Board comment, final thoughts, Mr. Walsh,
No, sir, I'm good, thank you.
Mr. Griffin.
I want to thank Miss Raby for a fine job. I know she's gonna be at polls tomorrow probably. Other than that, I hope everything turns out well.
I got my chicken cooked tonight.
Yeah, just the same,
Yeah, Mr. Hagan.
and everyone
We got
else
it.
with all the things that they're doing, it's making us successful.
Expert.
Congratulations, Pollocksville. Congratulations again, Ms. Coleman. And Ms. Reddy, thank you, and your team. And this audit wouldn't be possible if we didn't have good stewards of money. So they make sure that our funding is there for our educational needs for our kids, and we appreciate all of you for what you do. And I can trust that, I know Ms. Raby has it where it needs to be. I want to give a big shout out to those volleyball girls because boy, they have a fantastic season. I got in to see them a few times, and they are awesome. They're really awesome, and it's exciting that they put us on the board 5 years, and then Carson Combs for tennis. That's pretty awesome for tennis and volleyball for Jones County. So congratulations to those students.
Understand right quick, both of those coaches are, and I've seen the gentleman that coaches tennis, they bring a teacher's aspect to that. I mean, they really teach it, you know, it's not just, hey, you over here, you know, they bring I think they teach the game.
Well, Jamie was coach of the year.
Yes,
she was.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, for volleyball. So congratulations to her as well. Appreciate all the work.
Yeah, Bryce, I mean, if you keep getting all this good news, I don't know what you're gonna be doing at these next meetings. I mean, we got good news on the grades. I mean, the last 2 months, we had a teacher or education spotlight in the news. I mean, tonight, a great audit. I mean, I can tell you that school finances are complex, and to not have any findings on the audit, that is outstanding. I mean, we could use it at Maysville, right?
Feels good.
Keep him straight.
It's a bill like right?
Keep him straight.
Congratulations. Good work.
Our kids and our staff are really, really close, and they work very, very hard. I could not be more proud to work on a team with people that care about our kids and about the people around them. And it's our staff and our students that are what making everybody shine.
Proud of everybody. Yes, definitely.
you got an assignment, you two, you gotta stay on him because he's not feeling too good, so we gotta stay on him. We gotta make sure he takes a day off if he needs it.
Well, I think you might need him a week off at this
He's not
point.
doing And I know I'm spilling the beans on him, but he,
Yeah, you gotta roll. You gotta roll.
go ahead.
Thank you. Motion to enter into closed session. I got two options here to read this whole thing, or we're going to make a motion to go into closed session on the items identified in the meeting agenda. It's a lot easier.
I'll make a motion to go into closed session on the items identified in the agenda.
I'll second that. All in favor? We're not in closed session.
Somebody's tired.
Thank
Thank you, Tim.
I appreciate you voting.